chance to see what's been happening in our garden. Since I'm the only one out here, I'm going to take off my mask because it kind of fogs up my glasses. I'm going to come and share a little bit about what we've been growing. So I don't know if you guys can see, but our garden looks a little different this year. I gotta go way back. It looks a little bit different because we got 4 new beds over the summer. So these 4 over here are our brand new beds. So we've expanded, and that means that we can grow more things that we can eat and share. So I want to walk you around and show you a little bit about what's growing in our garden. Now that it is fall outside, we've yanked all of our tomatoes and cucumbers, and we've put in plants that like the cooler weather, and there are plenty of them. So here in this bed right here, we have peas. And if you are in kindergarten, these may look familiar because our kindergarten classrooms got the opportunity to grow some peas courtesy of Grow Pittsburgh. They donated garden kits. So these are what our peas look like. Okay. And over here, we have spinach. Spinach is a great leafy green that we can make into salads. Over here, we've got more lettuce growing. And you can see this looks a lot different from our other green leafy vegetables. So this is what our lettuce looks like. It's itty bitty compared to our spinach right next door. And the leaves look a little bit different. They're lighter green and a little bit ruffled, whereas our spinach is much darker green, has a big flat leaves. But both we can use, we can pick and harvest and make a delicious salad with. Then over here, we have kale, which is this really ruffly looking plant right here. It's got all these ruffly leaves. This is also another type of kale. It has a pretty purpley red vein on it that runs through the center of the leaf. Those are both different varieties of kale. And then back over here, we have, these are collards, and these are another green leafy vegetable. And all of these, we harvest the leaves. The kale you can make salads out of, or you can cook them down with collards and make a really delicious leafy veggie. And I have a fantastic recipe for kale and collards that I tried with and shared with my own kids, and they absolutely loved it. So I'll also share that recipe with you in case you want to try to make something yummy and delicious. So we'll go over here. This is our herb circle over here. So we have, over here we have mint, and it's actually these brown sticks right here. The leaves have already fallen off of the mint for the winter. And we have some these little sprouts right here are actually dill and cilantro. They like the cool weather, so they actually sprouted even though we had some snow flying around. We have chocolate mint right here that when you rub your fingers on the leaves, it'll smell like chocolate and like mint. We've got chives growing over here, thyme, and then we had some extra collards and kale that we popped in. We also have sage back here, which is a nice herb. So we'll walk over here, and over in this bed, we have root vegetables in this bed. So this, right over here, these are radishes. And so these radishes are like we harvest, the part that we harvest is actually underground, and it's a red circular veggie, and it has kind of a spicy taste to it. But they're great chopped up and added to salads. We have radishes here. And then over in this bed, we have another root vegetable. And that's also red. And these are tiny. These are beets. And so they'll grow a nice little ball sphere underground. And when they're ready, we'll pull them up and you can chop them up. You can pickle them, you can saute them, you can add them to salads. They're another great fall veggie. Over here, we have more different kinds of lettuce. This is called mesclun. And then over here, we have some more baby kale that's growing over here in these beds. More spinach. And more lettuce over here. And then I'm going to take you over here and walk you over to this bed. This bed over here was where our peppers were growing this summer. But as you can kind of see, they're not looking too shabby or too great right now, right? Yeah, and that's because if you guys remember the other day, we woke up to some white snow everywhere. So peppers are a summer veggie, and so they cannot tolerate the frost and the snow. So they are done for the season. So I am going to yank those out, and we are going to plant something else in this bed. But as you can see, when you look around at our garden, even though it snowed, all of these veggies that we planted, they like the chilly weather. So they're doing really, really well. They're super happy in our garden. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this quick tour of our garden space, and I am going to say bye for just a second. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep this bed. I'm going to take all of the peppers out, and then we'll be ready to plant garlic in this space. Even though it's chilly and it's November, this is the time to plant garlic. So I'm going to show you guys how we plant our garlic in our school garden. So I'm going to get our bed together first. So I have to yank out these pepper plants that are in the ground. Like this, and you can see the roots from the pepper plant. And I just have to give it kind of a tap like this to get all of the dirt. Keep it all in the beds, and then I'm gonna toss these, okay? So I'm gonna get our bed ready, and I'll be back in a few minutes, and I will share how we're planting our garlic. Hope you tune back in for that.